morning, dear student. Hope you are safe and fine. As we had already covered 3 points of nature of management, today I would like to cover the 4th point, universality of management. So let us begin with nature of management. 4th point, universality of management. But before we move, as a custom, we are highlighting or briefing the past learned session. Management is art as well as science. Yes, definitely management is art, because all the features of art are present in management. Management is science. Management is not pure science. It is impure or inexact science. Management as a profession. Management is not fully fledged profession. It is growing or emerging profession. Management is multidisciplinary. Yes, management is multidisciplinary. It has been contributed by many disciplines like economics, commerce, social science, political science, anthropology. So we will say management is multidisciplinary. And as far as universality of management, today we will focus on this last topic of nature of management, universality of management. So let us begin with this topic, universality of management. So what is universality? Universality means sarcasmic. So let's begin with universality of management. So first, what is universality of management? Universality of management means management is going to perform all function in all type of organization at every level of organization, irrespective of its nature, size, location and objective. The function of management are performed in all type of organization without any discrimination towards its nature, size, location and objective. There are few people who are in favor of this concept, while other group of people are there who are against this concept. So one by one we take argument in favor of universality of management and argument against universality of management, and finally we will conclude what is management. So argument in favor of universality of management. People who believe management is universal are Theo Hammond, James Fayol Taylor. They are in favor of universality of management. Now after going through, we will take into consideration the point universality of management. First one is applicable to all organization. The principle of management are applicable in all type of organization, irrespective of its size, nature, objective, etc. So principle of management, functions of management are applicable to all type of organization, irrespective of its size. By size we means whether it is a large organization, whether it is small organization, principle of management are applicable. Nature, by nature we mean whether it is manufacturing concern or trading concern, principle of management are applicable there also. By objective we means whether it is profit making organization or non-profit making organization, principle of management are applicable there too. Second point, now we are going to take into consideration performance of function. All managers perform same function irrespective to the level at which they work. All managers perform same function, same planning, same organization, same directing, same controlling. These are functions of management, irrespective of the level at which they work, whether they work in top level, whether they work in middle level, whether they work at supervisory level, the all manager will perform the same sort of function, although the degree and percentage use of each function will differ. Like top management will devote large time on planning. Okay, now we move towards the third part. Management knowledge is transferable. Management knowledge is transferable. So management knowledge is principle, theories, etc. and skill may be transferred across the industry within and outside the country. Management knowledge is not static or limited up to one organization. Its knowledge is easily transferred from one industry to other industry. Its knowledge is easily transferable within a country. Its knowledge is also used outside the country. So management knowledge, its principle, its theories is transferable. Now we move towards arguments against the concept. Argument against the concept. The people who argued that management is not universal are Stephen Robinson, Ernest Dale, Peter F. Drucker, Woodwork, etc. They opined that management is not universal. On following ground, they had given their viewpoint. Number, difference in culture. Number 2, difference in objective. And number 3, difference in organizational managerial outlook. So we will take into consideration first difference in culture. There is different culture in different country. Moreover, there is subculture in each country. So same management approach cannot be adopted universally. Like American culture, United States of American culture, Indian culture differ. Even in India, there are subculture like Rajasthani culture, there are Gujarati culture, Kerala culture. This cultural difference force to say that management is not universal. Okay, and when in organization there is different culture, we cannot adopt same principle in each and every organization in similar fashion. So they are saying that due to cultural difference, management cannot be called universal. Second point, difference in objective. Some of the experts argue that there exists difference in the objectives of organization of different sectors like public, private, cooperative, government and non-government profit and non-profit organization. Therefore, management of this different organization have to apply different principles. The same sort of principle cannot be applied in the organization with different objective. Like public organization work for public welfare, private organization work for profit, cooperative organization work for benefit of its member, government organization again public welfare, profit making organization work for profit maximization, non-profit organization work for social welfare. So management principle cannot be adopted in similar fashion in this type of organization. Third point, difference in managerial outlook. Managerial philosophy include all those beliefs and assumptions on the basis of which management in an organization is done. Managerial philosophy of organization may vary from one organization to another. So same management principle can't be applied in all the organization. Managerial philosophy, managerial outlook, managerial approach is decided by top level management and it differs from one organization to other organizations. So same management principle, same management theory cannot be used by one organization or each organization. So again, it is against the universality of management. Now finally we conclude. It can be safely concluded that management is a universal concept, but its principles are not universally applicable. Rather, they are situational. Therefore, while transferring management knowledge, one must keep in mind suitability of principle according to culture of a country. Management principles are universal, but they are situational also. The use of this principle are based on situation and it will depend on the wiseness of a manager, how it use. In America situation, it will use different principle. In Indian situation, it will use different principle. So now the final assignment. Question 1. List out expert in favor of universality of management. Second, cultural difference is one of the main reasons which restrict universality of management. Third, management is universal phenomena. Justify your statement. Dear student, for today it is goodbye. Take care. Complete your assignment on time. Bye bye. Take care.